he'll tell you this. It's not, it's not just the fact that he has enjoyed incredible success, but he's changed people's lives because he's not scared to share with people what it is that he knows. He's changed lives of people in our community. You know what, guys? Give me a big me in the chat box. I want to see here people here that are starting to make, at least have already had a breakthrough in e-commerce. Give me a big me in the chat box. I'm just going to see what we got here. I'm going to give this 5 seconds. All right, Hassan, Ravi, Leon, Stanley, Lanku, Steve, George, Vincent, Eric, Stanley, Sean, Bridget, Adam, Roger. We've got literally, there's like 150 names here.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
I've made a breakthrough. All right, and I think, Roger, knowing that some of your training, and I know there's a few people here that perhaps preceded you. A lot of people here saying it's all because of Roger. Thank you, Andrea. That's very, very nice of you. Indeed, most of the success is because of this one guy, because he shares what it is that it's working. But not only that, not only has he transformed a lot of people's lives on this in our community, but one of the most amazing things he's done is the transformations he's made for people within his own family. And we're only going to spend 30 seconds on this, but this is my happiest story about Roger that I know to man. It's insane. No, that's not a picture of Roger in 3 years' time. That is, in fact, his father on the right-hand side. Roger will look like that, he hopes, but we'll see. Bit of work, maybe he will. Roger, perhaps just, people once told me that this was the greatest story they've ever heard, ever. Perhaps you want to share, I'm not sure how much you can or want to share, but what is it about your dad that you managed to turn around and your father's a completely different person today than he was a few years ago?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he was going through a rough time, and I kind of have a hard time talking about it because it kind of takes me back, but a very hard time financially, bad decisions, bad relationships, just all around a very bad situation. And growing up and having to see my dad like this, the person you love the most, was one of the hardest things I've ever done. So, as he was, taking his retirement, he got into disability leave, and then he met this lady. She ended up taking his pension after being together for 3 years, and he suffered in so many ways, and it was the most painful thing that I've ever seen. So I had a store that was doing okay. It was a little niche store. It wasn't doing, it was doing about $200, $300, $400 a day. And I just kind of gave it to my dad, and I was like, here, you run this. You can have it. This is kind of my gift to you. And I showed him how to run it, things like that, and just kind of let him run with it. And after a couple of weeks, he comes back to me. He's like, hey, we're not making any more money on the store. I just have no idea. And I was like, well, Dad, I gave you a list of things to do, and I gave you like 5 or 6 videos that I give, my workers on how to do stuff, and he just couldn't get it to work, just being honest. So I ended up spending 3 or 4 days with him, just coaching him, sitting down with him, showing him how to do the ads, showing them how to add the product, showing him how to do the email marketing, and walked him through for 4 days on how to set and work everything out. And what happens was he ended up making it work because I was there helping him. And now it's a really successful store. And this is cool because this is a picture of him and my daughter, and he's never been able to travel. Never, ever, ever been able to travel. This was one of our best trips ever because he was able to financially, do it and take us out and travel with us. And again, I'm getting a bit emotional here, but it was life-changing. And I think that the thing that changed his life was being there with him for 4 days, spending my time, showing him how the works work, showing him how everything happens. And this was an amazing trip, and it's thanks to him that we went there. He decided to take us on a trip for one, so it was great. So again, a bit emotional there, but yeah, it changed our lives for sure.
Guys, imagine the feeling of a father that's unable to provide and then given the ability to really take care of his family. And look at him in that picture. It is absolutely stunning. I mean, that is a goosebump story. I think Roger deserves a big well done for what he's done for our community and the lives he's changed and the lives of his family that he's changed. Guys, I think this will give Roger a virtual hand clap. I mean, honestly, I've got goosebumps just listening to that story. And that's the beauty of what Roger is doing. This is easy. This is easy, but you do need to be focused on the steps that you need to take. All right, so now let's get into the meat and potatoes. Most importantly for all of us in this community is not Roger's heartwarming story, even though it's extremely inspirational. It's the fact that Roger is, without any question at this point, the #1 e-commerce trainer out there. Why? Because he's practically the only one out there that's willing to teach and explain exactly what works and is not afraid to tell the truth. He's not afraid to say what's working and what's not working and to tell people what they should be doing. He's got an abundance mentality, and our members, and we just read off, I know, 20, 30, and there's a list, over 100, 150 people that owe their success to this man. So anyway, let's get into this because, as you know, Roger spends over 100 grand a month on Facebook ads. He knows what's working. He's testing things all the time. He comes up with ideas, and he's ahead of the game. He knows what's working and what's not working. If you are with Roger, you cannot go wrong because Roger will share with you everything he knows and tell you what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. Let me just ask you guys a simple question. All right? Honestly, look yourselves in a mirror, just 20 seconds, close your eyes, and tell me your honest answer. If you had Roger, right, instead of Roger's dad, let's suppose it was you, they were locked up in a room with Roger for a couple of days, where he'll just tell you what to do, what not to do, which niches, which products, get it set up the right way, get up and running, and focus. Give me a big 100%. If you are convinced, if Roger was locked up in a room with you and revealed everything, and every question was answered, that there'd be no turning back. You would get out of your job or get out of anything you don't want. We understand it's not a fluke. Roger's dad, lovely guy, okay, but he had no experience in e-commerce or internet marketing or any sort of success online or offline before. I hope I'm not being rude there, Roger. But
No.
spending time with Roger, and I can see everyone agrees with that assertion. All right. Now, so we're going to solve that, okay? Roger's come up with a major breakthrough that everyone can jump on right now because it's easy and it's major, it's important. You understand this. It's only a small little trick, but this little trick will make all the difference to be able to drive really cheap targeted traffic to your e-commerce offers, and then you're really off to the races. So let's now put that into context. We're going to go over Roger's 3-step e-commerce formula so you can see how Roger's major little insight that has major ramifications is going to help you starting today. So we're going to put into context and go through this step by step in the next 20 minutes, half an hour. Guys, give me a big yes if you think that would be helpful for you. Okay? We're not going to let you down here. We're going to go through this. And if you don't walk away from this saying, oh my gosh, I'm ecstatic, then we have seriously underperformed and we have no intention of doing that. Okay. Now, you need to start taking notes, guys. Write these things down. What we're about to share with you is gold dust. There is nothing held back here. We're telling you everything. So please write this down. This is Roger's $350,000 monthly e-commerce formula, and it's very simple. There are 3 parts to the formula. We're going to break these down one by one. You need to have the right product, what Roger calls a stunning product. You have to have the right product in a good niche, number 1. You need to have a Shopify store that's got a funnel that converts, number 2. And all these things are easy, don't worry about it, but write these down. Number 3, you need to create what Roger calls Facebook video ads. And don't worry if you're worried, I don't do video, don't worry about it. We can tell you this is easy as pie, and Roger's going to show you in just a few minutes why that's easy as pie. No one's really doing this. Okay, but let's go through this step by step. Just write this down, or you should be able to see, like, there's a little camera some at the top of this page. You may be able to just click on that and you can take a screenshot. It's important. There's 3 steps. Now, let's go through it. And Roger's going to be interjecting as we go through this. Step number 1, you need to have what Roger calls a stunning product in the right niche. Now, if you get this part right, you're 99% of the way to building a huge e-commerce business because, and this is a mistake people have, they're married to a certain product or a certain idea, and it's a big mistake. I'll give you an example, and Roger, perhaps you can elaborate upon this. We did a recent mastermind with 14 of our members. It was 12 that were there live, and 2 others that joined us virtually. But okay, we had this mastermind, and what members came along with, they thought they had a product,
Right.
and they didn't realize what sort of product they should be selling. And that was the biggest mistake that they were making. Up to now, they were just getting it wrong because they thought that they just wanted to sell X. What they didn't realize is that they didn't know exactly what they should be selling, okay?
Right.
And what our members that joined us at that event, what they realized and have now discovered is that one good product, one good opening product is enough to make you more money than you could believe, all right? So you need to have the right product. So the question, the multi-million-dollar question that I'm sure you're all asking is, what makes up a stunning product that could make you rich? Now listen carefully, understand the following slide, and you practically cannot fail, all right? Listen up. You want something that people can't easily find in stores, all right? So it's got to be something that's unique. Or it could be something that's just an amazing deal if it is more available, but something that's a great deal. But you want something, this is critical, something that is visually show-stopping, that would just work great on a video that would get people's attention, okay? What am I saying? Guys, listen very, very carefully. You want something that's going to stop people in their tracks. And why is that? Roger, when people are on Facebook, are they there to purchase products or are they there to interact with friends and family? Guys, what are people on Facebook for? All right, I'm just going to wait for you guys. You tell me. Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, I mean, people do not go to Facebook and say, man, I really want to take out my credit card and buy some stuff. And more, images have been very, they're still good, but I'm just saying that images are starting to fall under a blind eye for people searching on Facebook. And you'll notice that more and more, you're going to start clicking less and less on pictures because your mind just knows that it's an ad. It's an it's an advertising, a sponsored ad from Facebook. So what has been working extremely well is finding a product that would work very well visually on video. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you've got a toy for children. This is an example that we have in our Vegas Mastermind. And this toy for children, you pull on the cord and the thing lights up in the dark and it starts spinning all over the place and there's lights and it's like really cool and it's going all over the place and it's just awesome, right? Well, if you just had a picture of that, if you went to AliExpress and you just grabbed a picture of that and posted it to Facebook, guaranteed, guys, you would not find success. You would just not find any success because it's not visually, a showstopper, something that will stop people in their tracks while they are searching on Facebook. So does that make sense? Give me a big yes how video can transform your e-commerce business because you can stop people in their tracks. If there was a video of this person pulling on this thing and it's a toy and it's a little bit dark and the lights are flashing all over the place and it's visually cool, then people will stop and watch that compared to a picture. So this was something that one of the big aha moments that our high-level VIP mastermind guests received in Vegas is we looked at multiple types of products that really had that aha, wow, I'm going to stop and watch this video. And video is driving really cheap traffic right now on Facebook. So that's one of the big ahas that people had in our Vegas mastermind for sure.
And Shell saying, I'm using video now for my Facebook ads and my conversions are crazy good. Exactly. Yeah. So you want to have something that is visually going to be a showstopper. Now, again, Roger, do people have to be nervous who've never done a video in their lives before? Are we talking about having to spend money or having to be great with video in order to create a video showstopper?
No, I mean, here's the other thing with our VIP members in Vegas. We just, I showed them multiple examples. I'll give you an example. There is a couple that have something for runners so that they don't get hit by traffic and stuff like that. And if you put a picture of the product, like an AliExpress picture, you won't get any clicks. But they're doing a video right now where they're going to be wearing the product, taking their iPhone, waiting for it to be a little bit dark at night, and show how the product lights up at night, and they're going to get like a ton of traffic with that because it's just going to be visually appealing. Another product that I've seen, really funny, they're doing really well, it's a teeth whitening product, and they're basically just showing how the product works. So they put the strip thing on their teeth. It's like an at-home video. There's no professional actors or anything like that. And then after 10 or 15 minutes, they take it off and they show the end result. So stop thinking video production. I need a $4,000 camera. Your iPhone, your Android phone is enough. Jewelry. All of you guys who are doing jewelry, stop putting pictures. You know, grab your iPhone and do a close-up shot of the beautiful piece of jewelry that you're doing, either on a free plus shipping or charging for it or whatever. Take out your video camera, guys. That's where the cheap traffic's at right now.
All right, guys. If this is good, give us a big this is good in the chat box. That's already an insight for you. All right, people going crazy. This is good, amazing, amazing, fantastic. All right, so we're not just going to be looking now for product and any old product. We want something that's going to be a showstopper. Remember, people are on Facebook to interact with family and friends. It's a social venue to find out what's going on with the people around them. And then suddenly, oh, what's that? That's cool. What is this? It's game over. At that point, it's game over. Now, let's get back into the presentation. Here's the thing you need to understand. Again, you just need to understand what people are doing on Facebook, and you will not go wrong. Okay. Now, are stunning products hard to find? Is there a dearth of great products out there? The answer is no. They are easy to find when you know where and how to find them. I mean, let's just say this, Roger. If you could replicate yourself 100 times, do you think you would run out of products that you could be selling on e-commerce in the next 3 years?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. There are so many market indicators out there, guys, and the biggest one, and I taught everyone in our Vegas Mastermind all of our tricks and secrets on how to do this, but you can literally go to Amazon.com or go to Google and do a quick search, okay, and search for, do you want me to maybe do an example, Barry, just so people can see a little bit of an example?
Sure, you may have to take the screen yourself because there's a few computers.
Yeah, let me take the screen here. Give me 1 second here. Right.
Now he's looking for an example. Okay.
All right, so let me show you an example. So let's go to, I'm going to go show my screen, and then I'm going to go to Amazon.com. So if I go to Google, and I go in here and type in top dog products Amazon, okay, and I hit enter, and this is just a very basic aspect of how to do it. But if I go in here and click on best dog supplies, best selling dog supplies, what I want to share with you guys is that these are the top selling products. So if you can marry a proven product to a proven audience, which is Facebook and Shopify, then you can have massive success. But that's not going to work, okay, if you just put an image of this product, okay? So let's say you work out a deal with the supplier here on Amazon. We talk about that in our Vegas Mastermind. But let's say you break a deal with them and they want to sell you the product at, I don't know, 30 bucks, okay, or 28 bucks or whatever. You could do a quick video that shows exactly how that product works with your iPhone and create a video ad, and your cost per click, your cost to drive your customers to your store will be very, very low. This is a really good product, one of the top selling products there. Here's another one. If we look at, I've never been here, so bear with me. Let's see what else is out here. We've got a dog bed, okay? So people are always looking for dog beds. This is a really cheap dog bed. You could probably work out a deal with them for a couple of dollars, right? $6, $7. You could go to AliExpress, find other suppliers or whatever. But I'm just telling you that this is what I use. I just scroll Amazon and I just find amazing products. Let's just do top dog training, okay, products on Amazon. And if I go here, okay, now I know what are the top selling products for training. So again, I could do a very quick video ad on any of these products and easily find success. Video works, okay? Video works. What if you had a video of this camera that is a Wi-Fi camera for pets, right? If you did a quick video saying, hey, if you're wondering what your pet's doing at home or how your pet's doing at home, never worry again. And then you do a quick iPhone video and you say, hey, this is a really cool camera. Let me show you how it works, and you show them how to set it up. If you did a video ad and you launched that to the dog market, they would go nuts for it. Why would they go nuts for it? One, we know it's a proven product. They're selling. They're one of the top selling products on Amazon. So instead of competing on Amazon and competing with hundreds of other people on Amazon, why not just bring it to the market yourself and not have to compete with hundreds of other, pet cameras in the home, right? Give me a big OMG in the chat box if you're starting to understand this. This is one of the biggest life-changing moments for people who were in Vegas. They saw that they could take best-selling products, find similar products with suppliers, and then bring them straight to the customer through Amazon, through Shopify and Facebook. So why compete on price? Why compete on hundreds of other vendors that are selling the same types of camera? You create your own market on Facebook and on Shopify. You can do this all freaking day long, guys, all day long. If you learn how to do video right now, you can take your business from zero to $50,000, $100,000 a month very, very quickly. So that's just a quick example, Barry, of how this works.
Derek saying, I just wish I knew this before Roger did. It doesn't make a difference, Derek. You can do this after Roger. It's not like he's touched even a millionth of this market, right? Roger, it's so huge. Everyone, all of us together could be making 7 figures in e-commerce, and there'd still be enough for thousands of other people to do the same thing. All right, Roger, you have anything else to add, or should we continue?
Just the last thing, people are saying, well, do you have to buy the product yourself and then shoot a quick video and stuff? Yeah, I'll buy it, I'll test the product out, I'll talk to the supplier, say, hey, send me a free product. I think I can sell a lot. Or give me a big discount. I'll probably start buying in bulk from you. A lot of the suppliers will send out the product for free for you to do a quick video of the product. And then that's it. They can, you can then use the product and start selling it. Don't be afraid of the video. I'm telling you again, guys, those who are serious about this and want to learn more, we'll show you guys. But don't be afraid of the video. It's a quick thing. It really is.
It is quick and simple, and even if you've never done a video in your life, you can do this in minutes. Brett, can you pass the presentation back to me, please? Okay, should be able to see my screen. So we're looking for, let's just recap, we're looking for stunning products, something that we can show to people that is just going to stop them in their track. Is it hard to find? It's dead easy. Roger just found a bunch right now. Create those videos. I'm saying anyone can build those in a couple of minutes, and you could make sales and scale up very, very quickly. So that's number one. You need a stunning product. Now, let's continue. The second step is you need a funnel that converts. You know that Roger uses Shopify, and on Shopify you can build everything, and you can do it the right way. It's easy. Your sales store, though, needs to look fantastic. First impressions when it comes to online webinars, online business, online sales, everything online like it is offline. First impressions do count. So your store needs to look professional, or people are going to be reluctant to buy from you. So, for example, you must have your secure ordering sales on your page. You don't have that secure order sales, people won't purchase. You look like like an amateur. They'll treat you like one, and your chances of having success are limited. So you do need to set up your store the right way. Another example, you want to have an appealing offer. What's an appealing offer? A 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, you're not going to get, Roger, what sort of returns are you getting on your $350,000 of sales at the moment? What percentage would you guess?
At the end of the day, I'm getting about 30 to 35% profit, gross profit, after everything is said and done. So I'm making well over $100,000. 100 and some, 100 to 150.
What's the return rate?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure. What's the return rate? People that are asking for the money back.
Oh, the return rate. No, sorry about that. It's very low. Oh gosh, we get maybe a 2% return rate.
Okay.
1 or 2%. Yeah, it's low.
And just to be clear about this, if you didn't have a 30-day money-back guarantee, how much less sales do you think you'd make?
A lot less. Our conversion rates would drop. We sell a piece of clothing, a very, and you'll see our store and stuff, one of our stores, but we sell a piece of clothing on one of our stores. It's like a one-product type store, and we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and we tested it with and without. Our conversion rate was without, 2.75 or something like that, and with was like 4%. So it added 1.25% conversion rate, which is huge to any store. We're sending 10, 15,000 clicks a day to the store, so that's huge.
So basically, it's adding profit to about 50% or something. It's insane.
Oh
All
yeah,
right, for a
it's huge.
2% refund rate.
Right.
Crazy, crazy. All right, so that's a part. Again, funnels is important. You need to look professional, and you've got to have the right sort of offer. Your store also needs to be set up the right way with the right plugins functioning at the right time and doing it in the right way. And the beauty when you do have those upsell different plugins and you've got an abandonment cart system and other plugins and you set this up the right way is, you go in with your first product that, alone can help you make considerable amounts of money. But suddenly, the value of a client can go up 2, 3, even 4, 5 times. I mean, Roger, you were giving examples in Vegas that it was happening in live time when you were showing your stores and sales were coming through. And on a front-end product of a few dollars, suddenly people are spending $50, $60, $70 with you, which is insane.
Right, so every little bit helps, and what you need to know is a lot of people, when they start a Shopify store, they go, "Oh, cripes, I'm breaking even here. This is horrible. Like, I'm not even making any money," and they give up. And when I break even on a brand new store, I'm doing backflips in my living room, and I'm like high-fiving the neighbors and stuff, and they have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Because, again, when you set up a store, guys, it's the worst it's ever going to be, right? It's the worst it's ever going to be as far as conversion rates. You're not retargeting people. You're not doing all the ninja stuff that you could be doing in order to double your sales in the next 30 days or so. So when you have maybe a failure at first, if you're getting sales, you're getting a bit of traction, that is huge. I just want sales. I just want to see some activity when I start off my store. And I taught everyone, my launch sequence. What is the launch sequence and how does it work? And they were just floored. Let me show you one quick example, Barry, of just one little secret tip that I use, and you'll get and see how powerful this really is. So, guys, here's one of the plugins that I use. It's an abandonment cart software, and what it basically does is it's called Abandonment Protector. And it basically sends an email out, and this is when you write this down. This is a little tip that usually this is for our mastermind guys, but let me give you a little bit of a tip. When you set up your abandonment cart software, okay, and these are my stats within the last 30 days.
Okay, we can't see your screen. If you're trying to show your screen, we can't see anything yet. We're just seeing it right now.
Okay, so these are my statistics. So this is in the last 30 days. So we had 7,204 checkouts, okay? People that actually completed their order were 4,287. So that's a completed order value of 185,000. Now, here's the thing. 59% of the people actually completed an order, yet 2,400 people have not completed an order there. So what does that mean? Well, we can then send them emails and text messages. And again, this is all stuff that's more at the advanced level of our mastermind. But look at this. Just with setting up a couple of emails, I generated close to $18,000 in sales by using this one application. Give me a big OMG in the chat box. This is $18,000 that I would have never had if it wasn't for this one trick. And it's called Abandonment Cart, and I set it up a very specific way where people get an email within the first 15 minutes, okay, of them abandoning their cart. So they come in to put all their information and they don't buy. So they get an email within 10 to 15 minutes as soon as that happens. And it says, "Hey, come back, here's a 10% discount." And then 1 hour later it says, "Hey, I saw that you didn't take our 10% discount. Here's a 20% discount. This is your last chance." And then what I do is I send them a last email 12 hours later, okay, saying, "Final chance, this is it. Use the 20% coupon. It expires in 12 hours. And that's how I'm able to get a ton of people to come back and buy. So again, if you had set up, let's say, your store and it's not doing well because you're getting a lot of abandoned carts, don't start crying about it. You'll get a good 6, 7, 8% of them to come back. And I also send text messages to these guys 2 or 3 times a week with a coupon, and it generates thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars in sales. So this is the type of ninja stuff that I've been using in the last couple of months that really has worked quite well. And this is the kind of stuff that our high-level mastermind group is learning about. These little quick things. It takes a couple of minutes to install, but it makes a huge difference in the funnel and the conversion of your store. Right? I get it. If you understand that all these little things added together will take your store from a 1.5% conversion rate to a 3, 4, 5% conversion rate, and that's what's going to make you profitable and a ton of money. And everyone's saying, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's awesome. Cool stuff. Barry, the screen is back to you.
Okay, Brett, if you can hand it back to me, I'd appreciate it. Awesome. You should be able to see my screen again right now. All right, so we're talking about the funnel you need to have in place that converts. So the big question, I can see here there's a few people that have been asking this question, is this complicated? Again, our members that joined us in Vegas, they walked away with their store in place, hot products already in their store, ready to sell, with their store completely set up, with all of the different plugins, all of the setups that Roger recommends, everything set up in the right order, all the little bits and pieces, so that it just works. So imagine, okay, step 2. We've got the product, we got the niche, we fired up our store, everything is ready to go. We're 2/3 of the way there. All right. Now, right, just before I get to step 3, guys, just write 2 out of 2 if this is making sense so far. You've got to find the right product, set up your store. Okay, so I want to make sure 2 out of 2. Okay, you guys are getting this. And I can tell you, there isn't a person in this universe. If you spent 3-4 hours with Roger, just like his father, and he showed you how to hunt for the right products, and then told you how to get that store set up, completely set up, and so you're doing it with him, there isn't a person that's practically in this universe that wouldn't be set up for making absolutely crazy amounts of money. Okay.
And 99% of the people that are failing at this step and they're launching ads and they're not seeing sales is because their setup is not correct, guys. You don't have the proper SSL tags. You don't have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You don't have your guarantees in place. You don't have your secure checkout tags. You don't have a really good-looking, high-converting template, and you don't have the right applications set up. This, again, huge moment for our Vegas Mastermind members when we sat down with them and said, okay, here are the 4 apps that Roger uses. Here's how he sets them up. Here's how you should set up your store. Here's the exact theme that's making Roger hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's a free theme. Here's exactly how you set up the theme. Here's how you set up your images. It's a blueprint, guys. I had to fail and fail miserably for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So it's awesome to be able to take people through that, and then boom, they've got this perfect store that's running on a high converting page. Then, if you understand that if you start sending the right traffic there, you have your highest probability of success, right? Write that down. HBS, highest probability of success. HBS. If you can do that with your store, then sending the traffic to it makes sense because it's the highest probability, right? So if it doesn't work, it's not going to be your store, it's not going to be your products, it's going to be your traffic, okay? People are getting this. That's cool. Very, very cool.
And that's the beauty of it, is because traffic is just like, okay, now let's just drive traffic. But let's get up to that 3rd step, and that's Facebook advertising. Some people are worried about it, but the truth is, and this is what our members learned in Vegas, by the way, is once you've got the right product and you set up your store the right way and you know how to present it, it's game over. It's just a matter of a little bit of testing, little $10 tests here and there until you absolutely nail this, and it's game over. And here's the other thing, and Roger, you just pointed out at this point a few minutes ago that people here can have an advantage over everyone else, and that's what Roger is going to, again, focus on right now, and that is the idea of video ads being so red hot right now. They're bringing down the cost of clicks dramatically. They're increasing engagement like wildfire. And our members in Vegas saw this with their own eyes, and the beauty of it is that they got their Facebook advertising up and running. That trick alone, Roger, has now taken you've added an extra $60,000. You're up to $350,000 thanks to video ads. So it is pretty insane when you understand this. But Roger, I just want to make this absolutely clear. What sort of Facebook advertising expertise do you need, Roger, to be able to take a video ad and start driving traffic to the right offer to the right store set up the right way so that you can make sales immediately. How hard is this?
People overcomplicate Facebook a lot, and they get very scared with Facebook ads. And in our Vegas mastermind 4 or 5 weeks ago, I laid it all out, and it made it extremely simple. And step by step, guys, anyone can do this. Everyone at the event was looking at it and was like, "Holy smokes, I can do this." You know, it's not that hard. And I can show you guys. Who would like to see how I set up a quick video ad? Just so you guys know how it works. Would you guys like to see, again, this is usually stuff that I keep for the mastermind, but who would like to see a very basic video ad, no ninja stuff, just how I run video ads? And I think we got like 735 yes. So I can certainly show you guys how we run video ads. So let me just take the screen here, Barry, and let me show guys how this is working. So make presenter. There we go. All right, so I'm in a Facebook account that I'm not using here. And let me show you guys a little bit how this is working out. So here's how you do a video ad. We're going to click on create a campaign. Okay, so give me 1 sec. I'm just going to launch a campaign. And usually what happens with GoToWebinar is this starts to go sideways, but I think it should be fine. So you're going to click on Boost Your Post. So you do have to have a Facebook fan page in order to do that, but you're going to click on Boost Your Posts, okay? And once you do that, you're going to say, okay, I want to do a post engagement campaign, okay? So we're going to go and we're going to name this webinar dress test, okay? Webinar dress test is what we're going to call this. And then you're going to hit the continue button, okay? And once we do that, it's then going to ask us, okay, well, who do you want to, who do you want to advertise to? And it's going to take us to the next screen. So we're right here, and it's saying, okay, tell me who you want to market this to. So obviously not people in the Philippines, but I'm going to say people in the United States, just because I love the market. It's big, and they buy a lot of stuff. Thank you to everyone in the U.S. And I'm doing a dress for dresses. I'm going to do a dress one. So we're going to click on women. And this type of a dress, I know, works well for the age of 30 to about 40 years old. Okay? And I'm going to go here and give me some ideas, guys, in the chat box of dress companies or fashion companies out there that you think a nice, stylish dress. If we advertise to people, give me some name of companies there that you guys might think. And Taylor is good, Express is good, Ralph Lauren, H&M is good, Forever 21. So I'm just going to go here and do Forever 21. Okay. And that gives me a big, juicy audience size here of 2.7 million people, okay, which is awesome. Very, very cool, okay? Very cool. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to say that I just want this not Instagram, in the desktop newsfeed, and not in the right-hand column, okay? And then at the bottom, you're going to set up your budget. So what I do basically for video ads is I start them off really low with $5, $10 budget just to see if, one, people will view my video. Like if I see that, 10%, only 10% of people watch my video, it's very low. I like to be at about 30 to 50%. So that's a good engagement. That's a good way of seeing if I'm getting good engagement or not, if people are clicking. Okay. So the first thing we do is set up our targeting. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click continue on the button on the below button, the blue button, and that's then going to take me to okay, well, what Facebook fan page that you want to market. So I'm going to go to the Facebook page here that's called Dress Goals. Okay. All right, right here. So Dress Goals. Okay. So what you can do from this page right here, guys, is to grab your most recent posts. So you can actually grab your most recent post. So this is where if you do a video post, you'll be able to go right here, okay, and say, go here and say, okay, this is the post that I want. And you can grab the post of the video. So here's an example. I did a video post right here. Okay, so it's very simple. You just upload the video, and I'm going to share with you guys how to do that in a second. Upload the video and just say stunning dresses on sale, 50% off today only. Check deals, and I've got the link to my website. Okay, and then that's it. And then when they're going to be scrolling in Facebook, this will start to autoplay. And look at the video. This is literally was done with an iPhone. We spent a bit of money on this brand because we know it could be pretty huge, but we got some models going and stuff like that. So as you can see, this is basic video. We didn't spend a fortune on this video at all. We had a couple of models. We wanted to really build a brand there. But give me a big wow in the chat box if you think that is beautiful, right? That's a simple video ad. This is a lot more powerful, guys, than just throwing up an image of a dress, okay? So this is a lot more powerful than just throwing up a random image of a dress and saying, hey, buy my dress, okay? Do you guys see the power here? This is the kind of stuff that our Vegas members learn how to do, how to create these videos and stuff like that. So that's the power of basically being able to take a video and then you just hit save, and that's it. It's going to create that video ad for you. So that's how you create that. And where do you go to upload your videos? It's very, very simple. You're going to go inside of your Facebook account, go to the Facebook fan page, okay? And you're going to go here inside of your Facebook fan page, and you're going to write something like, you're going to click on photo and video. And we're going to click on upload photos and video, and we're going to grab the video file from our computer. Okay, so I'm going to grab it here. All right, so I grab the video. And this screen will pop up. So it's going to upload the video, and then here you say, great dresses on sale, save 50% off today. And then, click here. Okay, and then it's going to be like, your website. Okay, and then that's it. You're going to hit publish, and then that post is going to be published with the video. And then you can grab it in your Facebook ads once you're ready to go. Okay, write down simple in the chat box if you think that's simple. Right? Can you do that? Very easy, right? Very easy to do, guys.
Right, if I can just add one point, that was probably the most complicated video you showed ever in Vegas. I mean, most of the videos you're doing...
Most of my stuff is really simple.
Are like 5-second jokes.
Yeah, no, usually it's very simple. This one is a little bit more advanced because it's a fashion brand, guys. We're competing with big players in the market space. But again, this video here is something that costs us probably about $100, $150. It's not very expensive, and it works. So don't be afraid by video. I'm telling you, for those that were there in Vegas and they saw how we're doing video, how we're editing it, it's simple and it is very affordable and cheap. So Barry, take the screen back.
Right, if you can hand it over to me. So again, guys, you could be creating videos literally with an iPhone in 5-10 minutes. Again, that is a fashion brand, and that is the most complicated one he's ever done. Can you hear me, Roger?
There you go.
Yeah, guys, can you hear me? Just want to make sure. Can you hear me, Roger?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, guys, again, video ads are red hot right now. You want to be doing that, and they really are not complicated. People asking, are they difficult? No way. Our Vegas members who joined us walked away knowing how to do this for their hot product with no video experience. Every single person, by the time they left that experience, had their shop set up, they had their products already inside their shop, and they knew exactly how to create their video. And we're talking about all kinds of backgrounds, all different ages, but I can tell you one thing they all had in common. Other than one person, 2 people actually, everyone else had absolutely zero video experience. All right, now, this is going to give you an unfair advantage because you're going to get cheaper clicks, you're going to get high engagement, you're going to stop people in their tracks, and you're going to make a ton load of sales. All right, so that is the 3 steps, guys. You need a great product, you need to set up your store the right way, set up your Facebook ads. You could not go wrong. If you spend a couple of days locked up in a room with Roger, like his father did, like our members, by the way, in Vegas did, you could not possibly go wrong. So the question is, Why is it that some of our members, and there was about 150 when we said who's making money at e-commerce, thanks to Roger at the beginning, but why is it that some members are having a hard time making just $1,000 a day, which is a very conservative, small number, because once you make that amount, you can 10 times it, 5 times it at least, like Roger is. So what is the reason why some members are having problems? You know what, guys? Let me ask you a question. Right? That is the formula. It is it. What is it that is holding you back? You tell me. What is it? And I'm not going to mention your name because I love you to pieces because you are dedicated as heck, LR. It's not because you're having no luck. I can tell you, I don't think that is the reason. Kim says because Roger's not there. Confidence, fear, says Lady. I absolutely, guys, there's only 3 things that could possibly be holding you back. It's the same reasons, Roger, why your father was having a hard time. Roger gave him a business in a box. He just said, Dad, take my store, it's working. And yet, a few weeks later, he was already making no sales. What was it that Roger's dad was suffering from? What is it that a lot of our members have issues with? 3 issues. It can only be one of these 3. 1, a lack of accountability. 2, a lack of confidence, because you're not quite sure what you're doing right. Roger, one of the most amazing stories in Vegas that I had was from Tim, who told us that there are times that, and you're going to meet Tim, by the way, you'll meet all these guys in just a few minutes, but he said that there were many times that they were actually doing all the right things, but they stopped because they didn't know how to analyze what was going on. They had no idea that what they were doing was right because they weren't getting the results they thought they should be getting. So it was a lack of confidence of trusting something that's actually working. And the third reason I think members sometimes have issues is a lack of community, a lack of being amongst like-minded individuals so they can be supported throughout the process. So let's just go over this briefly. And as I said, we got some major gifts for a couple of you guys in a couple of minutes. But lack of accountability. Honestly, look at yourself in the mirror. Who here finds it hard to fulfill on the tasks that they need to fulfill to be successful with e-com? Who admits, and I won't mention your names, but give me a big me in the chat box. If you admit that, you know what? You are sometimes your own worst enemy when it comes to being successful. And I'm not going to mention your name. I am guilty, says L. Yes, I admit, says DK. Yes, that is just the truth. And guys, those of you who are saying yes, I know it's a difficult thing to say, but it's true. But it's not always your fault because we're entrepreneurs. Some of us aren't MBA graduates and trying to build a business alone and being accountable. You don't have someone there sitting on top of you. It's difficult. It is tough, and there is a reason for it that so many people that are so strong somehow don't have that breakthrough. The second element is that lack of confidence. And be honest, guys. I'm sure a lot of you have tried and not succeeded with this. Who here accepts that they are not fully confident with their ability to make the sort of money that they deserve and desire? In other words, you don't know exactly what to do. You don't have a Roger stuck in a room with you like his father did. So you're not quite sure. Hey, it's not quite working for me. Do I stop? Do I continue? And you're lacking confidence. And a lack of confidence leads to a lack of action. And a lack of action, obviously, is going to lead to absolutely no results. All right? I can see a lot of people are admitting to this. Again, put in the chat box me if you're ready. And by the way, guys, we will solve this. We're going to solve this once and for all. All right. Again, not surprising because you don't have someone who's been there, who is successful, that's willing to share with you when you're making a mistake to tell you so. When you're in the wrong market, stop it. You know, Eric, Lady, Trina, Corey, Nancy, if you're making a mistake, this is wrong. You're in the wrong market. Or your product, you're not presenting it the right way. Your shop hasn't been set up the right way. Not knowing when to start and when to stop. And the third element, of course, is a lack of community. Let me ask you a question, guys. Who here would absolutely love to be part of a small group of members who are on a 7-figure journey? Who would like to be with like-minded people that just now knew how to do e-commerce? If you had the knowledge and you had the community, so you could overcome any issue and obstacle, get feedback and advice, have long-term relationships that leads to just mutual growth where everyone gets to succeed, and it would change everything. Write the words game over. If you would agree, if you had a Roger by your side, if you had a community by your side, and you therefore have the confidence to get this right, it will change everything. All right, everyone, is saying yes. So Roger's little secret, it's not really a big secret, but Roger does have a secret to tell. The famous Confucius statement, a journey over 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Roger is making $350,000 a month in e-com sales, but it started with one set of training he received from an established e-com expert. Roger tried for ages to build a business like this. He is a lazy expert. He's a lazy entrepreneur. He was trying so hard to find a breakthrough in this regard. He never did so. But he went and he locked himself away with someone, paid an absolute fortune. I don't think almost anyone here would have done. I'm talking about a staggering amount of money to find out how to do this. So guys, imagine you had Roger locked up inside a room with you by your side, showing you exactly what you need to do, from choosing the right niches, products, and getting your ads up and running, making sure you're implementing it in live time. So you walk away, like Roger's dad, with a business that is working up and running, getting one-on-one time with Roger, being alone with it, so we could go over your market, your products, your funnel, so that your business is simply up and running, functional, and cannot go wrong. So, and here's the most important thing. Not only having one business up and running, but you finally know everything. And imagine having Roger by your side for 12 months afterwards. You had mastermind sessions with him, so that if you do have questions and there's more things that you needed to learn, you would learn them. Who here would admit and would accept you would absolutely crush it? Write the word me, 100%. If you were locked up with Roger, you had everything you needed, you had community, you got everything you needed, you could not go wrong. Roger, do you see this reaction? You should actually look at it.
Going absolutely insane right now.
All right. Guys, we had 12 of our members join us live for the Vegas experience. We did this a few weeks ago. It changed lives. You're going to meet them in just a second. And here's a bunch of them. You're going to meet the others as well. It was life-changing, Roger. This was just life-changing. What did Daryl say? It's like the difference between driving a Yugo to a Maserati. If he'd done this by himself, he'd be plodding along. You're going to meet these people in just a few minutes, by the way. Elizabeth, who's been trying for a long time, this was life-changing, she said. Tammy says this was step-by-step practical information on the path of success already, because the store was already up and running. By the way, her Facebook ads were up by the end of the 4 days together. Complete business a box, said Dominic. Being to these are big events, you do not walk away with anything like this, says Greg. And Bill said, I've been with some of the top names in the internet marketing world. I've never experienced anything this specific, this deep. Really roll back the curtain on things you're not going to learn anywhere else. For people who want to get to the top, says Vicky. I'm going home, I'm going to make a lot of money, says Tim. By the way, Tim, I believe there's a few of our members that are here. We're going to bring them on the call in just a few moments. In any event, these members walked away from Vegas with a complete business in a box. They had their products set up to go. They had their store set up, ready to go. Facebook ads ready to stopping them in their tracks when they were making mistakes. And they walked away completely transformed. Now, our mastermind members prepared before Vegas with Roger, had hand-holding in Vegas, got into Roger's mindset and walked away with everything they needed and absorbed. Suddenly it was a complete transformation. And now they are together, united in a Facebook group, helping one another. And they've got Roger as well with regular masterminds. So guys, if you wish you had been in Vegas and your life had been transformed already, give me a big wish in the chat box. And I'm looking to see who would wish they were there. All right, there's a TV show in England called Wish You Were There. I can see everyone has seen that TV show. All right, guys. So, guys, write the word sneak peek in it. Brett, if you can just get ready to fire up the video. And you'll be able to see the video. It probably won't go to webinar, won't look as good as it really is in real time. But, guys, write the word or the letters SP if you want to see a snippet of what these guys experienced and the transformation they had in Vegas. I'm going to wait here for 930 yeses. But I just want to tell you before we show this video, and by the way, don't worry, it's just going to webinar. It's not going to, it's going to be a little bit jumpy, but I want to tell you something. We have something in September that is literally going to be wild, and it's going to be something that is just unique, and it doesn't matter if you couldn't make this is an opportunity for anyone to join us in Vegas too. Roger, I can see about 930 sneak peeks. So guys, just watch 90 seconds of this video, and again, You'll be able to see the full video on the page we're going to show you in just a minute. But again, we've got something crazy coming up, plus $10,000 we're going to be giving away in prizes. So, Rhett, do you want to just play that video for us? Let's go.
My name is Tim, and I'm here to learn how to become an e-commerce ninja.
To learn from the best in the business.
4 intense days of step-by-step practical application.
Welcome to Las Vegas. You guys excited to be here? Come on, everybody's ready to make some money?
What you're going to learn during the course of the next number of days together is the ability to critique yourself.
You know, product is one thing, but product positioning is it's like a 50-50 balance.
We've kind of got a business in a box, if you like, to that analogy, where all the different elements coming together.
What do you do when you have a hurdle that you need to overcome?
I've been to these 3,000-4,000 people events. You do not walk away from those events like you walk away from something like this.
Understanding when you progress and when you stop.
I say it's the difference between driving a Yugo and a Maserati, basically. If I were to do this on my own, by myself, I would just be plodding along.
Interpreting the data, letting the market tell you what to do instead of you trying to figure out the market.
People are in the store for a specific reason. Like just doing that and running that for 30 days, you're going to really love me. The amount of money that's going to be spent on your store will be much higher.
We've been with some of the top names in the marketing world. I've not experienced anything that was this specific to this depth, and really rolled back the curtain on things that you're not going to see anyplace else.
It's for people who really want to get to the top. This has been life-changing for me.
We've got a plan. You know, we've actually got something to go away and implement.
Vegas is about transformation. Post-Vegas is about implementation.
We're implementing as we're being taught, and I feel we're on a path to success already.
I expect to go home and make a lot of money.
All right, guys, you'll be able to see the full version and see it much clearer. Let's just go to webinar for you. Guys, that's what Vegas won. If you can hand the screen back to me. That's what September, we're going to do something even hotter. We have invested. I mean, Roger and I have just gone completely nuts about this. We're going to show you in a minute. You just will be blown away by what we've done. We've invested an insane amount of money. That makes practically no sense. So, and even if you couldn't have afforded Vegas last time, we're looking into opening up a new option for members. So whether you could have afforded it or not, you need to fill out an application form we're going to give you in just a second. But guys, this is what we've done. We've just gone ahead and booked the $25,000 a night Hardwood Suite at the Palms, Las Vegas. $25,000 a night. It's got a basketball court inside of the penthouse that we've got our hands on. This thing is insane. This is meant for movie stars and just, I don't know what, Roger, people like Roger, actually. $25,000 a night. Guys, we're not only just in September, we're not just going to give you a complete business in a box. We're going to host you. We're going to have meals together. You're going to have small little group meetings with Roger and small meals with Roger. You're going to get one-on-one time with Roger. You're going to have a heck of a lot of fun at top the restaurants and go to a show. But most importantly, you're going to walk away completely transformed. Just like the 12 live members that joined us in Vegas, your e-commerce store will be up and running, your business will be ready, on fire, and you'll get access to Roger one-on-one, hot seats, and spend quality time with him. You will walk away with a complete business set up. And not just one business. You'll have everything you need to be able to do this again and again and again. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to give you right now an application form. And again, this is very important, guys. You need to go there right away. We are also going to be, by the way, are going to be giving to 2 members. 1 member on this webinar. We're going to do 1 more on the encore of people who had issues, people joining, by the way. They're going to get access to all e-commerce products we've ever created. So there's over $5,000 that someone's going to win, actually. So you need to go right now. And guys on support, Mike, can you put this into the chat box, please? You need to go right now to vegasapply.com. You need to fill out that application with as much detail as possible. And this is really, really important. Fill in the form. And even if you couldn't have afforded this event in the past, we're looking into another option. This could be very cool. There's no promise, but we're looking into a different option as well. So you need to go right now to vegasapply.com, and you need to fill out that form right away. So you need to go to vegasapply.com. Now, as soon as you've filled out that application form, and I need you to spend 2 minutes doing it, don't just rush it in 10 seconds. I want you to come back here and tell us applied as soon as you have applied. So it's very important. You need to go to Vegas Apply, and as soon as you have applied, you need to write the words in the chat box.
Event like this, or if you financially can't afford attending to an event like this, still fill out the application, because we are looking at another option for those that can't attend. If you really want to attend an event like this and you are absolutely committed to join us in Vegas, we're having this in September, write down your name and telephone number in the chat box, because it'll tell us that you are serious, dead serious. And again, there is quite a bit of an investment here, but it is very, very valuable. Guys, I spend time with you guys. I wake up early. We go for breakfast, 2 or 3 people at a time every morning. You get to ask me questions. We spend an hour and a half together. We then go into training from 9 to 6 o'clock. We bring in some food. We keep going until 9:30, and then we go out to the strip and we show you guys a good time. We do this for 4 complete days. So again, if you are dead serious, you have the investment, you want to join us at this event, put down your name and your telephone number and fill out the form as well. So we're going to go back and we're going to check out your name and stuff. But if you're dead serious and you can travel and you have an investment, because guys, we're paying like, $25,000 a night for this, this hotel that you guys are going to get access to and everything. So it's, it's up there. But again, even if you can't attend, still fill out the form. We're going to have some different options for you guys. But guys, this was a life-changing event. We went from how I choose my products. You guys, they even saw one of my stores, and I'm going to be sharing everything with you from one of my really successful stores. It does over $100,000 a month. You see how I get people to buy, what templates I use, what applications I use. Then I go into how do I set up all of the upsells that I use? So all of my upsell systems, you guys are getting it. You're also learning how to do Facebook the right way. We spend about 10 hours step by step, very easy, and I even set up campaigns live for our members, and we can start getting data and stuff like that. So again, if you applied and you have the funds to join us for something like that and you're serious, fill out the form, but also write down your name and telephone number in the chat box here, so our guys will call you first. We're just trying to see who really wants to close a spot. We're only going to have a couple of spots there for Vegas, and
Gary is telling me that at this point we've got a restricted number of applications. They just don't have the time to get to speak to everyone. Guys, you need to write the word applied in the chat box as soon as you apply. And of the first 75 people that do apply, which is pretty much what their availability is at this moment, we're going to choose someone, by the way, that is going to win previous products, our e-commerce previous products. Guys, I can see we've already got 30 people that have applied already. Again, I need you to spend 2 minutes. Don't rush it. Spend your 2 minutes, because poorly written application forms are unlikely to be able to be dealt with. Just being honest, we don't have, we've got Gary and Jonathan, who will be calling you guys and speaking to you and seeing if it's a good fit for you, a good fit for us. Listen, it's very important for us. This is almost like a switch in a very big, strong part of our business model. What we saw in Vegas is people, and so some of the people were already successful, most of them were not, but what we saw in Vegas was a complete transformation. And Roger and I are, at this point, determined that we just want to see transformations. So we will fill this up. There's absolutely no question. There is a limited mastermind. And by the way, there's a couple of people that joined us that are going to be coming, or they'll be sending their partners to this event. So we don't even have the full 15 spots that we thought have available anyway. But I can tell you this is important. We need to make sure that this is going to be a successful group, because you guys are going to be together for a long time. You're going to be joining us in Vegas. And I want to tell you something. Let's be honest, Roger. Do you remember that before we started, that conversation we had when I got locked in just before I got locked in the toilet The program started at 4 o'clock in the afternoon the previous day, and I at 4 o'clock was locked in the toilet. We need to get concierge to bring 2 people then to remove me from my own toilet. That was a bit weird for such a very, very expensive room. But Roger and I had a conversation before that. And Roger, do you remember you telling me how you were really nervous? I've never seen you nervous before, but you just wanted to make sure that guys would walk away from Vegas transformed. And we've never done this before. And we didn't know that it was going to be absolutely everyone's going to walk away with the experience that they had. And you were nervous about that. And
Right.
to have seen at the end, Roger, how every single person that came to Vegas walked out there transformed and had everything set up, ready to go, and we're seeing results from that, was just incredible.
I don't know if you have the testimonials there, but I think we should show people what kind of transformation people had. I think Brett can play some of the testimonials while people are filling out the form there. And we have over 50 applications so far, guys. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's play that. Brett, do you have that?
Yeah, you should be able to hear me. Hopefully Bill should be able, we can hear Bill coming up in a second.
Okay.
This has been a pretty amazing experience. My partner and I have been, we've been with some of the top names in the marketing world, including online, and I've not experienced anything that was this specific to this depth and really rolled back the curtain on things that you're not going to see anyplace else. Roger's pretty amazing, interpreting the data, letting the market tell you what to do instead of you trying to figure out the market. We came from the social media side of things, content and all the rest of it, and for a year now haven't been able to monetize it. So we've got to go through this transition over 30 or 60 days of continuing to do what we're doing, and in the meantime, build it back up the way you've taught us. So that's a little scary, but pretty exciting at the same time.
And Roger, that transformation that Bill had in Vegas, can you hear me, Roger?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That transformation that Bill had, I mean, he already had success before. He started to have some success, but he was doing so many things wrong. And his ability to be able to scale that up right now is just, it's insane, isn't it?
It's huge. Yeah, he came in kind of on the wrong foot. I kind of had a feeling that Bill, not on the wrong foot, but I had a feeling something was up. And one of my goals was to see how I could, help Bill the most, because he had a business going. He had some stuff going. And I literally started campaigns for him, looked at his campaigns, looked at what was working, what wasn't working, and it was a life transformation. Let's go to another testimony. I'm sure Brett has a couple that he can play. So I know I want to leave, let some time for people to, to fill in the application as well. But let's play a couple more.
It's been several aha moments or just wow moments for me, but I saw as each day progressed, I saw each was a building block, because you needed to know what was going on each and every day. So when we got to like the last day here for the Facebook, everything all ties in together. But really the aha moment for me was when it came for the product research and niche selection was you have to have a product that really stands out and is going to capture that potential buyer who's just cruising through Facebook or what have you. So that helped a lot. And then I shifted gears, and from there it's just been like straight up. The information is broken down, it's practical. It's not over your head. If I were to do this on my own by myself, I would just be plodding along. And then it's like you hook up with Roger, and really successful. It's like getting into the turbo Porsche for the first time and just flooring it. That's what it feels like.
Very cool. All right, the audio is a little bit choppy there because it's on GoToWebinar, but you guys can see all the testimonials, I think, on that page, right?
Yeah, exactly. Guys, if you go to the application form, if you want to look at all of our members that were there, you can just go to that page and look at the videos one by one, and you can see that there was a very diverse background of people. 1 or 2 people had a background in marketing, and I think it was Gerald that said he has a background in marketing and internet marketing, but he was never taught how to put this together and just make money straight out of Facebook like he learned in Vegas. Just a straight 1, 2, 3. So you could save yourself, Roger, 6 years of education and just learn it in 4 days, absorbed with you. Now, a couple of things, Roger, that I think made this Vegas stand out. You know, when we analyzed it afterwards, why was it so many members, you know, came there, they walked out with the success and the understanding that they will be successful. Two things stood out, Roger. One, it's just that one-on-one time with you, doing these live case study, doing these you know, sitting with our members one by one within the group and going over their niche and their products, and you telling them how they should set up their video ads and how they should present the product, and when you had to, telling people you're making a mistake, it's the wrong product, it's the wrong niche, and then making them go back again and fix it, and then they came back again and had the right market, the right niche, and the right products, and you're going, wow, you've now got it. That was transformational. And when everyone else in the group saw how each member within the group was, you know, finding out and knowing what they should be doing and bringing to the table amazing products and niches, suddenly we realized this was game over. So that one-on-one time with you within the group was totally transformational for everyone, wasn't it?
Guys, you have no choice but to do the work. You know, I'm there with you, I'm pushing you, I'm telling you what to do, I'm sharing with you what to do, and everyone left that mastermind with an idea, with a product, with a niche. We validated the niche together. We validated the product together. A lot of people came in with the products, and I turned it around. I said, no, that's not going to work. Get better, right? And by the end of this 4 days, people had a product, they had a niche, they had a full website that had everything in its, you know, in its compartments to succeed. And they were starting to set up their Facebook ads the right way and using video and, you know, setting up their ads, setting up their ad sets, and they learned from A to Z how to start their own business and see success. So it was amazing. It was, for me, going in there, and Barry was right, I was very afraid because, you know, people had spent a lot of money to be there. And I wanted to make sure that I was going to deliver. And at that level, it was a fear of mine that I just, you know, it was my first time doing this. I've never done an event like this. I just don't have the time to do it. And we want to do it again because it changed lives. It helped so many people. And by the end of the event, I was in another room and I could hear these people giving their testimonials out to Barry and the camera crew. And I had worked in the last 3 days at least, you know, 40 or 50 hours. I was sleeping maybe 5 or 6 hours at night because I was going on and on with them until literally 11, 12 at night. You know, imagine waking up at 7 o'clock and just being bombarded all day from 8, you know, in the morning to 11 at night. So I was burnt after the 3rd day. And I could hear these testimonials going on in the background, and I got really emotional, very emotional, because that's when that's when I could look at myself and said, hey, I came here to do what I was supposed to do, which was really deliver for these guys. And everyone who came to the mastermind, they became friends, and you know, they're still friends today, and we talk almost every other day, and we do, you know, Zoom sessions and stuff like that. And people are saying, show us your store. Come to Vegas. I'll show you my store. Join us in Vegas. But yes, guys, apply. We've got multiple, you know, multiple types of packages to offer you guys who want to join us for this. So I think it's going to be really awesome. But just hearing them and hearing the testimonials and me being completely burnt out of it, because I just given my all for 4 days. I want to do that again. So I want you guys to join us, and I think it's going to be absolutely awesome.
Guys, this is, of course, this is for September the 12th. Just to know that you know the date, September the 12th. 4 days, September the 12th. If you cannot make September the 12th, fill in the application regardless. As we said, we are looking at 1 or 2 different options here. So you really should be filling in the form very, very clearly. Okay, just fill in the form regardless. People are going absolutely bonkers here. Just so I just have an understanding, Roger. We're getting a lot, and I think that the guys are telling me that they're about to fill up themselves the next couple of days. I just have a question, very, very big question. Susie, regardless, fill in the application form. Perhaps write in there your limitation there. fill it in, and we're looking at one or two
Hey,
options.
Chandler Bolt here, and
I just want to know,
congratulations on
and
registering.
to join us for that VIP experience, it's not cheap. I can tell you, it is a lot more affordable than anything else out there, and I can tell you won't get what you're about to learn anywhere else. My question to you is, knowing that, who's wants absolutely will be joining us, it doesn't matter what, in Vegas, right? I will. If you're going to be joining us in Vegas, you're aware that there is a fee to be paid. It is an investment, and I just want you to put the word "I will," and I'm going to be handing this over to Gary. You know this is not cheap. On the other hand, it is a lot more affordable than I can tell you anything else out there, and you will walk away transformed. Okay, I just want to see absolutely who will. Kevin, Lance, Wayne, Lou, Adam, Jackie, Bridget, Gavin. I can see a bunch of other people. Joel, Rob, bunch of people. I will. Okay, we're going to bear that in mind. And Gary and Jonathan will be giving you a call. Guys, if you've got questions about Vegas, anything whatsoever, and I believe we might actually have one or two people from Vegas here. If we do, I know it's late in the presentation, but if we do, and perhaps, Mike, if you can just let us know on Skype if we do have members here, because I saw some people did join us before. I'm not sure if they're here now, but be curious if they would join us on the line. Anyway, Roger, just questions coming in, Roger.
Someone's saying that the site will not load. David is saying the site won't load.
There's a lot of people on it, Roger.
Yeah, David, can you put your email address in the chat box? We can send you maybe the details or something, or just put in your phone number. David, do you want to join us in Vegas? Like, are you I will? Do you really want to head down there and be live with us? If you do, we'll get someone to give you a call. Just put down your phone number and your name, and let us know.
I've just given another link, a direct link. If people are having an issue, maybe that will be more helpful. David Beckham wants to join us.
Gary, so maybe you can hand that over to Gary.
All right. All right, Roger, question coming in. Try and answer as candidly as you possibly can. I know all the answers, but I want you to answer it. For someone who is literally starting from scratch, has never had success with Shopify or e-commerce, will this make the breakthrough, or do you need to have some sort of background?
This will be a boot camp for you. It's like you're gonna program your brain for success, even if you're brand new. But yes, absolutely. If you're brand new and you've never set up a store, we will share with you guys before you even get to Vegas how to set up your store. The basic setup, how to set up your Facebook account, how to start looking at products so that you have an idea of maybe a product you want to bring to us in Vegas. So all the components will be there before you even attend. And then once you're there, I'm going to be working with you, making sure that you understand everything. We have our team there as well. Mike Aaron is going to be joining us. He's an amazing resource. Has spent tons of money on Facebook. Does really, really well. So, we're going to be sharing with you guys step by step how to do everything. No one's left behind. And even if you're brand new at this, you will get it. We had guys there, Barry, like Dominic, they had never set up a Shopify store. They had never logged in really into Facebook and set up ads and stuff like that. They've never done any of that. And they left and they had a store and they were, they know exactly how to set up their Facebook and they're setting up their video. We just finished off that training in Vegas not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. And people have their products ready, their stores ready, they're making sales. So yes, you can be brand new at this and we'll show you the way. We're there for 4 days, guys. There's no, we take you out for nice dinners and stuff, but there most of the time we're at it, we're working, I'm teaching you guys, and it's valuable. You guys will love this. Absolutely love it.
Roger, it's amazing, and I just want to tell you the sort of group that we're going to build for this, because we will fill this up. It's not even a question. This is one webinar, and we'll fill it up probably just from this, but we're going to make sure we have the right group of people. This is what we look for, and this is what made Vegas one so amazing. We had a couple of members there that had experience and had success. Bill was one of them, had some previous success. Rod was another guy that had previous success. We had in the same room people that were complete beginners, but were highly motivated and were good learners. We made sure that these were people that could pick things up And what was amazing is that the beginners, Roger, absorbed from the more advanced members, and the advanced members were absorbing from you, and everyone was helping one another, and the advanced members felt that they were getting incredible value because, I mean, just a few tweaks that you gave to Bill is likely to just completely catapult his business. I mean, Bill walked away, I think, from